Alright guys, and we should be going live briefly. Let's see. Seems like we're going live, yeah. Just gotta make sure I can watch your comments. I'll do it in a bit. So I was planning to go live in about 25 minutes earlier, and as you know, there are issues, so here we are. Just gotta make sure I can see your comments. Here we go, here we go. Let's see, do I see your comments on the phone here? Hope so, hope so. Yes, yes, I can see your comments. Awesome. Awesome, yes. In a rather weird way, but yeah, here we go. Okay guys, now we can actually get to doing this stuff. Alright, so today we'll be having a look at Trepang2, and I gotta make the volume lower. This is gonna destroy my ear if I don't. It's just a first time stream thing. First time after a long while, and yeah. This should be fine. Okay, so now we can finally get going. Let's see, mission maps. So the point here is to make, just to have a look at the character responses. And kind of a deeper look than did. Should probably make the game audio even lower in the streaming thing. Yeah, that will destroy your ears if I don't. Here we go, here we go. So hi, welcome to the stream. Hopefully it's gonna go smooth from here on out, and yeah. So now we'll just be having a look at the character responses. I think I'll do the full impressions video only after the full release, so the plan for this format is to basically be the in-between of the demonstration and the full impressions with the full analysis and all of that. So just a live look, once I'm familiar of how to get to the gore and all of that. What do we see here? There are active ragdolls. So the thing about this format is that it's kind of a in-between between the impressions and the demonstration. So just sort of a rough look at what's there. Stuff we can see live. And yeah, I will say the metal plate swapping up is a little bit, not sure of a fan of. I mean, it is pick-upable armor, it has a gameplay purpose, but it does look a little odd with those shining metal plates. He's not doing terribly well. Probably so will I. That felt pretty brutal. Just for the sake of making it easier, where is the... Let's see... Unlock call, indeed, yeah, I do have this kind of special dev mode. So yeah, we have a whole bunch of fun commands here to try out, so for now I'm gonna go with infinite focus, infinite cloak, infinite nades, and I will be checking insane gore later on in the stream. And, of course, bottomless clip. Not actually now, let's make it a little bit more fair for them. So I am planning to check what is that insane gore thing. Because I still haven't tried it out, believe it or not. So no animated blood decals aside for the blood pools. Those are just popping up immediately. I haven't seen anything on the walls in my tests. And yeah, at the moment RM is not my full-time job. I do have other fun ventures, some of which I do plan to talk to you guys about later on. I have some pretty exciting stuff. But I am always looking forward to how to grow this channel, and this streaming thing is one of those things. To drive it further despite all of the mess. Because my channel is on YouTube's naughty list, as you guys probably know. Yeah, so for whoever was asking about the animated decals, now we just have stains popping up, and those are very nice, by the way, just this kind of like violent splatter. As it should be, by the way. Yeah, so as for Sileco, I will definitely be doing... I should be getting a build from them in the near future. Hopefully maybe even tomorrow. So I will be having also like similar to Trepang, some videos on the gore. I will be making video on the destruction, because destruction is a pretty big part in Sileco. It's not fully in Trepang2, but it is very much in Sileco. So, yes, I'll be having video on the gore, video on destruction. And a stream like this one. Now, and hopefully we are kind of familiar with the format. Let's see what the gore is like. We do have more fun guns now. I'll get this guy for the bullet showcase. So let's see what's there. So as you can see, the bullet wounds are not great. They are kind of like floating around, and the looks are just, yeah, a large hole, not a lot of blood splatter. But what is cool is that on the final hit, you do have this kind of like soaked area splatter thing, and that looks actually awesome. So to my understanding, it is very performance heavy, so that's why you only have it only on the finishing hit. But I'll show you the options right now. So as you can see in the options, you have this high epic, and you also have the insane option. So we will be looking at the, let's see, the carnage. We're right now on epic. We will be checking in this stream the insane option. So what would be actually very cool is if they had an insane option for this kind of a blood splatter on the character. So not only on the fatal hit, but on every hit the character takes, because that splat looks very nice, and even if the wound kind of floats around, it still is quite cool, and it looks cool on most of everything. On the vests, whatever, it can be on the vests. So hopefully there will be an insane option to have this splatter on every wound. Alright. I should be able to activate dismemberment with this gun. Will you be my dismemberment test subject? Yes. Alright, so moving on, I'll actually add this for a little bit more lighting. On head dismemberment, you actually don't have at the moment a head destroy option. What you have now is only this kind of dismember thing. So even if you kill someone with a shotgun from point blank, the head gets only severed. Like this. But I believe it's only a work in progress thing, and yeah. And then I know you guys didn't really like the ragdolls very much for some reason. I actually kind of love them. And by the way, as you can see, when head is hit, there is no active ragdoll, as you would expect. Please speak hui. Okay, yes, you guys. Yes, hui. Enjoy your hui. Oh yeah. That's actually a thing I haven't seen in my tests for filming, but whatever. Can I remove your limb? Limb? Any limb? Perhaps a little more ammo. Yeah, there we go. So I have seen 2 points of amputation on the arm. I believe you can actually see it in the video. Ah, have no ammo? Kurwa. So I believe you can see it on the video. You can remove the arms at the wrist. You can remove arms at that spot. So I believe 2 points of amputation. We will be doing more detailed tests on that later. Alright, I don't want to get to the shotgun enemies. Hey, here's one. How very generous of him. He donates his shotgun so we can test gore on his fellow mates. Okay, one thing I do want to showcase in this instance. So you don't have this blood splashing thing. And it doesn't completely go into nowhere. It sometimes kind of does, but what it does, it creates those kind of sputter decals. So I think with a better splash effect and with decals that are more appropriate for blood splashing, you should be able to get very nice results. As you can see, they are spawning generally. Yeah, you see stains here are spawning. Yep. So better splash and more appropriate decals, you can get very nice results. Should be able to. Well, let's see what you guys are saying. Can't wait for the day you can shoot fingers off. Yeah, it's probably gonna happen. Not necessarily in a game with gameplay, but as you've seen, there are like quite a few of those basically gore tech demos on sale. I keep getting requests on for some reason. Basically just a gore tech demo, no AI, nothing to it, kind of those usual Unreal 4 test levels and gore. But yeah, I'm slightly annoyed by those requests. Because for me it's always been about the response on the receiving end in a game with actual gameplay. Oh yeah, so we had this kind of an instance in the demonstration video, and that is really cool. Just take off both of his hands and he's just lying there squirming. That's brutal as hell, legitimately. And I will try to swear less. I do have this tendency to swear a little too much in such a format. So yeah, so one very cool thing is that you do have an active ragdoll even for dismemberment. Let's showcase it right now. Are you actively ragdolling? Nothing overkill for this guy. Also for this guy, insta death. What's up with that? Any of you ads? Yes, so here we have one active ragdolling, and at the moment there is only one animation, but it's not bad at all, and as you've seen in the video, you can get very cool results with it. I like it very much, and it is activated on dismemberment as well. And the lack of it in other games is actually kind of pretty weird for me, by the way, I have to say, because, I mean, you know, you do have some games with active ragdoll, but when character gets dismembered, there's, nothing. He just kind of like insta-dies, and why? It's just so brutal, so brutal. And thank you, Voyager's Revenge, for the super chat. Thank you very much. Very highly appreciated. So as I mentioned, at the moment we have only one active ragdoll animation, and there will be more. There definitely will be more, and I am looking forward to it. Yeah. Oh, wow, oh yeah, oh I'm probably gonna pay with my life for this, but it's totally worth it because it's so dang brutal. Wow, just look at that. Was just talking about active ragdolls and dismemberment, and here we go. But better look nice. The only thing that is kind of weird, as you can probably see, is the flash overlay on some parts of the equipment. That is just... that's damn weird. But as you guys saw, active ragdoll dismemberment, so brutal. I just love it. With more variations of it, it's gonna be neat. Right, moving on. Oh yeah, let's show... So we did have an instance where this radio blew up and the character was actively ragdolling as he was burning. Also, active ragdoll and burning, quite brutal. Can you give and guard that body still? Yeah, you can. You actually can. I believe you have such a bit in the video, but I will showcase anyway. You know what? Let's make it a little easier. I will enable T mode. I'll make all those guys temporarily. Let's see, where is it? No target. True. Disable AI. True. Alright. So yeah, as you can see, we do have extensive options for testing, which we will be doing in the stream. So for whoever was asking if we can give in guarded bodies, yes you can. You can further remove dismembered limbs. And no shotgun ammo. I guess it's a good time for that bottomless clip cheat. Let's see, where do I have myself a suppressed shotgun? Why not? Why not? Can I just get the ammo from this thing? Yes, yes. Moving on to our poor bastard torture. We'll remove this hand. Alright, so let's see, can I remove the entire thing? Okay, yeah. So I believe it is really 2 points of amputation, and look at that. The dancing guts. So what I'm kind of curious about now is whether I can remove the entire arm. I think probably not. What's the key for the... There should be a key for... Physics gun, yes. Oh, so look at that, 3 points of amputation for the arms. Okay, that's nice. So I believe 3 for the arms, 2 for the legs. Oh, maybe perhaps even 3 for the legs. Anyway, I will settle it with more than enough points of amputation, and let's just keep going. Alright. That fizz gun is gonna be pretty useful, and just solid stuff. So whoever was asking about the head, you can only sever it at the moment. Where is that thing? Yeah, here it is. So even if you point blank shotgun a guy, it still only gets severed. Here you go. It's probably also just a matter of time. I believe we will see glorious head destruction, and you see how the obliterated body parts look like. There are probably gonna be no issues with the looks of severed heads. Not severed heads, I mean destroyed heads. Now as for the most responsive games in terms of character responses, I am actually planning a separate video on that. Kind of a mix of games. I'm thinking about a just recommended games for gore video. And perhaps making several installments of that, so the first one will be the games that just immediately pop up to me. And some more to go a little bit more in depth. Can you destroy the gaped head? Good question. Pretty sure you can, but why not try? Oh wait, yeah, you actually can, huh? I really haven't tried it, but yeah, you can destroy the gaped head, how do you know? Let's find some more. Hey, look at that! So yeah, it's better remains, but yeah, that's cool. So legitimately, I haven't tried destroying gaped heads as I was testing. But it's so fun. Chunks of muscle, you can actually grill it. It looks grillable, you know, just marinate it, hold it for like 24 hours, and yeah, you're good to go. Speaking of which, I am planning a cooking madness video on marinades. So I'm right now, let's say, researching how to make healthy marinades. I do have an idea. And when I try it a few times and see that it works, I will make a cooking video on marinades that you can cook human flesh with it. Or, you know, just chicken. Chicken's fine. Just depends on your culinary preferences. Hey, look at that. Okay. Alright, so you guys want to see better damage on characters with no body armor, so yeah, we can actually do that. We can do that. Let's see, return to safe house. We'll make some testing. I'll go for the harbor level. So, lighting is really good. Pretty much everywhere there. It's in the combat arenas. You can turn on sandbox mode and yeah. Let's go to construction. Wait. Where is the sandbox mode? On. Here we go. I did hear about the rumors about the damage responses in Modern Warfare 2. So what... Let's see. Let's say I'm hoping for the best. What I am suspecting it may be is... you know, someone saw a few cutscenes and... Hey, look at that, great gore. And that could be... the source of that. But as I said... expecting, let's say, a slightly improved Modern Warfare 2019. And hoping for something truly exceptional like TLOU2 AAA tier gore. Alright, so let's do some testing. Disable AI, no target. And yeah, we have a guy called Molcop. So as you can see, you do have the nice splitter only on the fatal hit. On any further ones, you just get the hole. And funny thing about Unreal Engine 4 is that you have either some of the coolest responses ever. So for example, Warbox is, well, was Unreal Engine 4. Evil Dead also Unreal Engine 4. Some really cool non-dismembering responses. Then you have games with floaty, kind of messy wounds. I think the only Unreal Engine 4 game that has actually kind of like simple blood splatter that's not overly fancy is War Mongrels. That game by Destructive Creations, the guys behind Hatred. Alright, let's see. Let's spawn some shotgun. And showcase the damage clearly, with no interruptions. I'll actually turn him around to the sun. Let's see, where is the spawn rotation? Here we go. So yeah, just kind of like basic mid texture stump. Nothing too fancy at the moment. Yeah, I think there's actually no stump here. Probably just temporary thing, but you know, in gameplay it does feel better than it does in many other games, so even with such very simple response, doesn't feel bad. But yeah, as I said, oh yeah. Can we destroy those? Yeah, we can. Yes, we can. Oh, that's nice. So every giblet is destroyable. Nice. Right guys, what do you guys want to see next? Now we're in testing mode. How is the explosive feedback? Good question. So to my understanding, basically randomize dismemberment and but let's showcase it. Alright. Yeah, so basically randomize dismemberment. And you do have enough points of amputation for it to be very nice. Let's do a few more tests of that. Some more wallet. Yeah, right about here. Yeah, we weren't really supposed to go here, so let's go somewhere where we're a little more supposed to be. Smoke up. Have a grenade. There we go. So yeah, one issue we do see here is that you saw this trail of particle effects, no trail on the ground. You don't have stains only when he's in close proximity to the ground, so that is an issue. You know, with a trail from there to where he landed, it would have felt awesome. Let's do a few more. Why not? And you do have these special stains on dismembering hits, as you can see. You don't have those for regular gunfire. That is one of the possible variations. Let's rack it out grenade. Yeah, basically. Okay. I do want to see just one more variation of just a limbless torso. Oh, definitely limbless, but no torso either. Few more attempts. close, but no cigar. Let's help him. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, limbless torso. Okay. Anything else you guys wanna see? Or should we go back to gameplay and, you know, see what can be seen in there? Automatic gun? Why not? Why not? This rifle actually can dismember, so let's showcase that. Maybe showcase the active ragdolls. That's a feature I really like. What's a nice place to do that? Yeah, right about here should be fine. Oh, here you can actually fall on those blocks. That can potentially be fun. Ah, also there is a stunned state. So yeah, so this gun can decently easily remove limbs. Can it obliterate? No, and that is a good thing. What I do actually want to see is, can I remove limbs with the small, with the SMG? Only one way to find out. Poor mockup. Well, he is the hero of today's stream. And the answer is yes, you can dismember with the SMG, just gonna take loads of effort. Yeah, there we go. As it should be, by the way, as it should be. Well done, Trepang, guys. And I do agree with who did I saw. Jay plays, shame there isn't a destroyed torso, and I do agree perhaps some torso variations could look awesome, but you know, you can only have so much, you know. You can have everything, and I think when it comes to big mutilation, if you have an option for the splatter to be on every hit, I think that is more than enough. Butt speeding needs a little more touches, basically, but in its core also, like, you can see this, it's more than you have in most games. Animations need a little more variety in the active ragdolls, but otherwise, really, it's honestly quite excellent, really. A few things to touch up and improve, and yeah, like, very responsive. What can I tell you? So, any more specifics you guys want to see? Yeah, also on the question of Sekrer and the answer by, who did I saw? Trezov. Yeah, Trezov is correct. It's not about violence, it's about the response in combat, so responsive environments, you know, I really like Severed Steel. The order is really bad, but the environments, you get different result every single time, and it's awesome. So, when you are fighting human characters, the response is blood and gore. What can I do? If you're fighting robots, the response is like metal and stuff. You kind of have it in MechWarrior 5. Not a terribly responsive game, but it has some very cool things when it comes to robot response. So Chudamaki is asking if there is sniper rifle. So I haven't seen it in gameplay, but you can spawn one and the wounds don't look different. Let's showcase that real quick. Right about here. Let's see. DMR. Yeah, just have the splatter on the fatal hit. But otherwise the wounds look no different than what you have for pistol. So yeah, perhaps more wound variety could very much be useful. Definitely. Right guys, anything specific you wanna see? Can you dismember with pistols? We have to find out. Let's see. I assume the answer is yes, but hey. There's only one way to know. I'll go for the head. Or you know what? Yeah, for the head. Poor guy, he's already gone through so much. Yes, you can. So no, he has gone through so much, I don't want him to suffer through these shots as I put them in his limbs. So yeah. Dismemberment is damage based, and I think the follow-up question is, can you dismember with melee? Can your punches remove limbs? It's gonna be a pain to test. But yeah, you guys have very nice questions. I won't give up until I dismember or cover his entire foot with wounds. There we go, there we go. You can dismember with a punch. They fall off the yellow ledge after being shot. Okay, yeah. So I did see them going back on some hits. You actually even have it in the demo, but bad spawn, bad spawn. So probably can fall off if you saw that going back into a stun state animation, he probably can fall off if he is in the right position. I haven't seen an option to spawn NPCs. Oh yeah, you actually probably can. Yeah, you do have friendly NPCs and you probably can make them fire out. Yeah, you actually can. So put a whole bunch of those. We do have those friendly guys. Disable AI. Yeah, there we go. I think if I put no target, it just won't hit me. Yeah, so we do have NPC wars here. You can kind of look at how the AI works. Oof, oof, wow. Right in the jaw, dang. Somewhere between the jaw and the nose, brutal. So yeah guys, NPCs are ruthless. You know what I wanna see? Can I survive like 3 more enemy NPCs? Also only one way to find out. Let's give him the SMG guard. I'll focus on him. He did take a few to the head. Oh, there's actually two of them. Okay. Let's see, can his shield save him from the SMG NPCs? Let's see, I see two alive ones. Oh, they're all alive. Oh, he's gonna get surrounded. I don't think he's gonna do very well. But yeah, no, I must say I do really like all those very extensive testing options. Awesome for when making the videos, and as you can see, just testing stuff here. You can't do it in every game. Oh yeah, he's not gonna be living for very long. Oh! Ah, man. I feel for him. He tried his best. Alright, about spawning AI and getting the menu, there is team mode. It is unlockable with the cheat options. And yeah, you should be able to do all this stuff yourself. Right guys, any more specifics? Because I don't want to try. So there are a few things I want to try. I want to try the insane mode for the Carnage. We're on Epic, let's see what insane looks like. And I want to see the cheat that says what the hell is insane gore. We did do shotgun tests previously, so you'll be able to see it in the stream recording. You know what? Let's go for gameplay. I had enough testing. Return to safe house, let's go for that office building thing, and yeah. Let's see just how badly can I mess the environment up until my PC starts screaming for help. Before we go... Carnage... Insane. Now it is going to get interesting. Favorite gun in this game, of course, shotgun. It feels very good. And you can also get the active ragdolls with shotgun, with dismemberment, which makes it even more so fun. Can I put the in-game sound up? Why not, why not? Right now it's very low, 13. Let's say 22. That felt very Hitman-like. So let's see how badly can we mess stuff up. Alright, so I think it was the first guy I killed. Ah, what is this bot pool? What's up with that? Maybe he was moved? Anyway, first guy I killed. Here's some stains, here's some footsteps. Oh wow, yeah, that's gonna be a big slowing down factor. Alright, as for is the world interactive, so I did talk with Wilson about that. Just wanna get this proximity thing. So there are some responsive props. You can see in the videos, some stuff does react, but it's not fully. Didn't get a full destruction pass. So you do have breakable glass, stuff like that. Some pillars show damage. I will showcase it as well. But there will be more to destruction in the next versions. Not in this Steam demo, but in the next ones. And when it happens, I will be showcasing Destruction as well. I assume this is gonna be responsive. Let's get SMG. Right, so did he disappear or did he, or was he just moved? Not sure. Hey, we have the Trepang guys here. Oh, I don't think I've seen their comments before, so hey. Thanks for joining. Love the game. You made an awesome work. I do recall the demo I played for the interview. It was also quite enjoyable. Was very bare bones, just like simple test location, but it was still quite enjoyable. And what I really like about it is the just a solid gameplay loop, something you can play over and over, you know. You can listen to some podcast as you're playing. And there is this very replayable gameplay loop. And you know, just on a personal level recently, what I've been playing in my off time is basically games I can just play and listen to a podcast in, so don't really play these the supremely immersive games where you have to be like really invested in it as you're playing. Just games you can shoot and listen to something, music, podcast, whatever, as you're playing. And a while back, one of those games for me was actually Tarkov, yeah. So in Tarkov, as you know, the audio aspect is quite important, but some of my most successful runs were actually or listening to Metallica or a podcast. So I was hearing like next to no game audio, only if there was shooting right next to me. But still I managed to snag some very nice loot. And have a really good time as I'm doing it. And let's look at the carnage. So at the moment, bodies do move around. Like, as you can see, I'm walking and he just kind of bounces around. He doesn't freeze in place, so I do see the stains from the very first guy I killed. They are here. If I break a guy's neck, his neck bone gets broken and floppy. Let's try it right now. That was cool. Oh, I wanna see that. Oh yeah. So this is okay. This is awesome. Alright, so for everyone who was asking about the accent, so I am originally from Ukraine. I live in Israel since I was 6, and the accent is mostly Ukrainian with a few traces of Israeli accent. So that's the origin of it. Also a Russian-speaking city in Ukraine, in Odessa. So I don't really know very much Ukrainian. Mostly Russian, but I also saw that my accent is still actually Ukrainian compared to a Russian dialect, so yeah. Alright, I do love the head getting turned over. Solid stuff. It's basically Swiss cheese and still moving around. You can't escape your fate. That is losing your legs and your head. Where did he go? No, I wanted him to witness that, to know what's coming for him as well. He didn't quite witness it. If the blood go through walls, I'm not sure what that means. Blood will stick to a wall if I shoot a guy right up to it. We have seen it in the stream before. Let's do that. There we go. So we do have wall sputter if guy was standing right up to a wall, and there is some ground sputter as well. And you do have those pads for dismemberment just going all over the place. By the way, like, my FPS is still fine. So I still see the stains of the first guy I killed, and my frames are fine. I'm pretty sure we have a few bodies disappear, but yeah, like, it can handle many stains. I can die now. There you go. Yep, that was cool. So I stopped making the Go reviews. So Go reviews, they were like... They honestly took a legitimately unhealthy amount of time to make. Like, I was obsessing over the text, I was obsessing over the footage. And I really was like, the average review was like 100 hours to make. It was insane. You know, then I quit making them. Then I thought about the impressions format, because, you know, you do have guys supporting on Patreon, and, you know, kind of like, I wanted to give them something, you know. So I thought about the impressions format, and I gotta say I am quite happy with the impressions format. It's much more chill, much more relaxed. Especially if I'm enjoying the game I'm filming, and it's not remotely as tedious and time consuming, and not obsessing over stuff too much. So honestly, a format I should have moved to like way back, just way back. And in that very relaxed format, I can also get to talking about destruction stuff, because, like, it's no secret, destruction isn't viewed as well as core on this channel, but when the videos take a very reasonable time to make, and I'm enjoying the hell out of making them, you know, I can make destruction too. And I will, because I am very much enjoying that kind of response too. When this game is gonna be ready. So if Trepang guys are still here, I'm not sure if there's at all a release plan. But when it comes to gameplay loop, it's basically there. AI is good. Gameplay loop, as I mentioned, is fun. Do plants destroy it? The answer is, well, basically this, but the plant base itself at the moment unresponsive, but you do have plants exploding. Could use a few nade cells. Doing on a shotgun, no nades, that is wrong. How to try demo? You can try demo in a week from today. There's gonna be Steam Next Fest. You're gonna have this demo. You're gonna have Seveco, which I'll also be covering. Okay, that's cool. And I actually have no idea what are gonna be the other games in this Steam Next Fest. Oh yeah. That guy got destroyed. You know, I wouldn't say that Soldier of Fortune is a good comparison. It doesn't really feel like Soldier of Fortune, and that's fine. It's just different kind of game. And as for the carnage, let's see. So yeah, so some bodies definitely vanish, but the blood, just loads of blood. Bullet holes. My frames are still fine. Is there one for ragdolls actually? For ragdoll amount? Don't see one here, but I do wonder at which point, if I had like unlimited ragdolls, at which point would my CPU be screaming for help. Oh yeah, I was talking about destructible pillars. Oh, here is one. You can chew it up. That's always cool. Oh yeah, and there are bullet spongy characters, and in the regular gameplay they are a pain in the ass. That's one thing I'm really not a fan of, you know, upping difficulty by just making character very bullet spongy. I think it's always a bad solution, whether I like this specific game or not. And I have seen it in several games where get this announcement, new character types, and the new character type is just a bullet sponge. Yeah, set everyone on fire, why not? Winston, there is a melee attack. I'll show that real quick. And it actually can dismember if you do it enough. If you watch the live stream replay, you will be able to see it. So this guy has a weak spot. If you go around him, you can blow up that tank on his back. Just look at this place. And that stain is still here. Still here. I think the footsteps as well. Yeah, good point by Jay. He has bomb suit and walks around with bomb on his back. It is nice video game logic. But this place is a mess. And there we go. But you know what? Let's restart level and let's see what Insane Gore is all about. So we go into cheats, Insane Gore. I have no idea what it does. We're going to find out together. So yeah, just everyone gets obliterated. That is the definition of Insane Gore. There we go. Yeah, just upping the damage and everything. I mean, there is some fun to it. It's a nice option to have. Oh, he ain't happy. He ain't happy. Oh, yep, well. Initial impression was turn it off. Now I just want to mess around with it. Fun stuff. Haurun Mizrim, the game is Trepang2. I just made 2 videos on it today. Let's see what carnage can I cause with this thing. I'm probably gonna turn it off in a while because anyone just joining it is like, what the hell is this? Imagine just join the stream and you see this and like, what the fuck? So yeah, I think we had enough of that. Let's go back to regular Gore. And mess this place up. So is he gonna fall down or is he gonna remain in this sitting position? So the teasing issue the game has is this characters can get stuck in this kind of a awkward position. Sometimes they won't go fully limp. Guys, what the hell? Why the hell do you want school? What the hell's wrong with you? School level? What the hell's wrong with you? Why? Why? So I do have a question in Russian, like how long was I learning English to speak this fluently? Yeah, I guess I can talk a little bit about it. So when I was a kid, and I think like 3rd grade, my parents thought English is very important, which they were very correct about, so I got this very awesome private teacher. I didn't get private teacher for anything else other than English for like about an year. After that I was watching Cartoon Network, kind of learning from there. Then of course, you know, you have the internet, and what really made a pretty big jump in that was this channel, actually. Because there is a difference between like chat typing stuff and writing emails and making commentary videos. So that basically is how. Thank you for the gun. I'll have your motorcycle, boots, jacket. The weapon getting rid of the accent. Ha! Even if I wanted to, I can't. So guys, I'm Israeli. I'm living in Israel since I was 6. And when speaking Hebrew, my accent is just as Russianly heavy, even though I speak way more Hebrew than I do Russian. Than I do Russian. So the accent ain't going anywhere. I'm stuck with it basically for life, and yeah, I'm cool with that. Just as I have very graying hair, you know. I'm 30, I have a friend my age, and he doesn't have a single gray hair, and in my case I'm probably gonna get Witcher gray by the time I'm 35, I think. Also, just I think I embrace it's there, can't do anything about it, not planning to. So, was I in the IDF? Yes, I did nothing exciting. Basically just computer technician stuff. I did get to fire the M4. Did get to fire it full auto in range, and that was awesome. Basically, range days was my favorite thing in there. As I mentioned, nothing exciting. Decent service, nothing exciting. And the range days were just dope. You know, I always wanted to shoot the Tavor, but never had a chance. I only shot the M16, I believe, either M16 A2 or A3, I don't recall exactly. Just a very early version of that gun. I had a chance to shoot the full auto M4, but never the Tavor. And I did have 2 times when game dev asks which gun they want me to add in the game, you know. Kind of like as a friendly favor, and I always say Tavor. I had it happen 2 times, and my answer always was Tavor. I think it's a very cool gun. And I can't even go to a range here in Israel and just shoot it for fun. You can't do that. We have like... I won't go political about the gun laws, but yeah. Point is, can't even go to a range to shoot Tavor. Probably gonna have to go to Texas to shoot Tavor. That's really weird. I mean, the country I believe where they're making it is maybe even near Haifa? But I'm gonna have to go to Texas or some other American state to actually shoot it. About Metal Gear Rising, yeah, I did hear about it. It is kind of in my to-do list, you know, so... I have seen videos, I'm just not very excited about it, so... It's kind of like I might do it if there's literally nothing else. Just not my kind of a game. I think I'll do questions for like 10 more minutes and then we'll call it a night. Don't want to make it too long. Let's perhaps do a different level. Why not, why not? Let's see, where's the simulation thing? Let's go. My favorite weapon, as I mentioned, it is the shotgun. And you know, let's... Ah, not in team mode. Never mind. I'll get it later on. Not all games have satisfying shotguns, this one does. Hey, he was alive. What do you know? In the game I'm looking forward to release, so I don't want to try out Sueco. I should be getting a build soon, hopefully. There's also that COD Modern Warfare 2, which, I mean, you know, the 2019 game was quite fun, so I do have some decently high hopes for that. Not sure about the gore, but the gameplay should be at least fine. And if they're going to go in that game for more open levels, less of that hand-holding thing, you know, it's gotta be in it still, COD. You still gotta have those epic scripted scenes. But if along that you can have some open-ended levels where you can just kind of like move around, explore, do your own thing, it's gonna make it so much more enjoyable. Why not make go review for a Roblox game? So, guys, two things that aren't going to happen is... Well, first and foremost, no cube characters ever. None, like... I look at it, I'm depressed. I find that style to be very depressing. So not even on April. I don't want to watch gameplay video for 5 minutes. I don't want to put an hour playing that depressing stuff. But as for April 1st, I do have plans. I am already slowly gathering footage for my next April 1st video. That's gonna be fun. So Josh was asking for a headshot, and there, here you go. Here's your fatal jaw shot and forehead hit. We do have the first Hebrew comment I saw today by Army Simp. כן אחי, זה באמת כאילו הסרטוני DayZ הם די הצליחו ב-FXP ולא בשום מקום אחר. פרסמתי ברדיט, צנו את זה, פרסמתי בפורום של DayZ, לא אהבו את זה. ב-FXP זה הלך. So what I was saying in Hebrew is that basically the very first videos on this channel were just DayZ trolling, and they weren't very well liked anywhere. They weren't liked on the Daisy subreddit. They weren't liked on the forum. They were liked in an Israeli forum called FXP. And Israelis kind of have this tendency of trolling in games way more frequently than other nationalities, so not surprised, because those videos were basically all about trolling people. They were fun, they were fun. Had a good time making those. By the way, Army Simp, is FXP still active? I haven't been there like for years. Especially political forums, of course, of course. I'm not sure you can actually use the sites. Let's see. I don't want to check that because I haven't used sites. Not UI input. Let's see. Do we have a? We have a zoom button. Let's see. I'm not sure I can. You know, I do actually very much like the Dark Blood. And yes, the slow-mo is entirely manual, so it's the Q button. I activate whenever I want, I can stop. Well, so there is a meter in the regular gameplay, and there is a cheat for infinite slow-mo, which I'm using now. Just to make filming and testing easier and make it all the more entertaining for you guys. And it is. Really, the slow-mo is just really fun in this game. Just very... He was carrying his body. Look at that. Kinda feel bad for stopping it. Can you see your own feet if you look down? Very important question, and you can. You can. You can see your own feet. Winston asking the critical questions. Have I played Paint It Down Red? So I did mention it earlier in this stream. I absolutely despise that whole cube characters art style. It's like one of those things I kind of wish they disappeared, but you know, people can have the fun. Some people like it. Who am I to say you can't enjoy it, right? But personally, I'm just irritated by looking at the art style. So, no cube character games ever, guys. Not gonna happen. I don't care if you even have the best score ever, to the molecule accurate. Just not gonna happen. Yeah, shotgun spread definitely not realistic. It's the usual action game spread, so from close range very effective. From far range gets kind of spread. And for this game it's perfectly fine. Yes, so I was going to say the things that aren't going to happen are cube character games and People Playground. Seriously, stop suggesting it. Seriously. Video games don't make me violent. Suggestions for People Playground kind of do. As for the Resident Evil 4 remake, I did enjoy the original game when it came out. Played it for a bit, had good fun, so if that remake is as good as what I did with 2, you know, if it's gonna be actually different, not gonna be like a copy of RE2 with RE4 locations, then yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Either way, the RE4 remake is definitely one I'm gonna be covering, regardless. Whether good is good, whether good is bad, I will be covering it. Curious myself, and you guys have to know. Yes, I have been following the Warbox UE5 progress, and I will be covering it. I think it's also gonna be subject matter for a stream. Despite all the jank in the previous versions, it's actually, for me, Warbox is very much acceptable jank. Like, some things about it are very much not, but overall, like, it is enjoyable. If you play it as sort of a terrorist hunt, I had like many hours of fun in that. And by the way, if you remember the Trepang interview video, I did a human sacrifice thing. I brought the guy on this platform and sacrificed him here. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can do it. Can I make human sacrifice? Probably possible, but not easily possible. Wanted to watch. I wanted to watch. That was quite brutal. As for the Max Payne 3 3D wounds, I'm generally not a fan of that whole method of plastering 3D object on top of character. It in most cases looks just really bad. But in RDR2, you know, it looked mostly fine in RDR2. But in every other game, it just basically looked like a plastered 3D object on top of character. Didn't look like a, no, like a wound. But I'm gonna play this till I die, and that's gonna be the end of the stream. Can you fly, Bobby? Ah, look at that. Guys, Bobby can fly and it's beautiful. What is Colossus? I don't recall seeing that title. Alright, so as for let's see your questions. Ah, the bullet sponges. So no big deal when it comes to a, you know, I have this infinite shotgun, so bullet sponge not a big deal, but when I played it just for actual playing, it was very much a pain in the ass. Hey, look at this carnage and look at the frames. Like, I'm seeing like 60 frames, no notable drops with all of this blood, many bodies and organs. Very cool. Oh yeah, there is a new Wolverine game in the making. So I saw it's only announced for PS5, I think, but hopefully we'll have it on PC. Because, you know, Wolverine game has to be gory, and if they will put the effort into making a very gory game with AAA budget, kind of like Last of Us 2, which would be appropriate for a Wolverine game, I think it's gonna be great. And if for the game design they actually avoid the generic slasher thing they did in the Wolverine game I covered, don't recall the year, and if they actually go for something like very weighty, and like, let's say, reasonably realistic, did I say. It's just gonna be so much more interesting than your regular weightless slasher with all of those, you know, extra special effects that are so boring and generic. So that Wolverine game on the 360 and the PC and that generation of consoles, there was this kind of like a CGI trailer for it that looked awesome. If the game went in that direction, even with the limited tech they had, you would have had like a very memorable game. Seriously, check out the Wolverine, I guess 2009 CGI trailer, and then look at the game itself. That trailer should be a design document, legitimately. Wait, is Colossus the game? Is Colossus the game by Loco Bogan? The new one he's working on? Where they showcase the head destruction in the how to have a gritty experience without extreme gore? I think it could be it. Seriously, the engine can handle ton of stains, like obscene amount of stains and no slowdowns. I was honestly expecting at this point to have like single digit FPS, but I guess not. Well done, well done. Oh yeah, Tarkov very much needs proper gore to it. Absolutely. Not like extreme gore, but once again, you know, just better bullet wounds, blood stains on every hit, blood pools, visual changes of behavior. But yeah, basically, really good wounds and blood pools is what Tarkov needs. If you can have some nasty head variations on top, it would be fun, but the critical things for Tarkov, in my opinion, would be better bullet wounds and the blood pools. He's still alive? He's still alive. Not anymore. That gives you a health pack. How very nice. Man, just look at that. Like, seriously. That's a lot of blood. And bullet holes. So even if some bodies do disappear, you can't call it a lacking aftermath. Do we get active ragdoll? No. So what is an issue is, as you see, the flash overlay pouches. I have no idea what's up with that. Oh yeah, I don't want to die. I'm having too much fun to die and end the stream. I want to see just how messy I can get it. I think I'm finally seeing a frame drop. Yeah, that was a little too much to handle. Now I'm basically fine. So yeah, confirmed 6 grenades will cause a frame drop. Alright, so someone's spamming a question. Are you make video game? Now, so I'm only covering them. I make videos. I make music. I do not make video games. Oh, that's nice. I'm too young to die. Just wanna keep messing this up. Having too much fun. Ah, we have now spam bots. Ah, damn. Seriously? Why re-upload the Sandstorm Gorby? Like, it's there, it's up. Didn't go anywhere. That video's still up. Now if there's gonna be subject matter for update video, I don't think there will be. It's really good enough as is, like... There are perhaps a few things they can improve, but... Well, yeah, some stuff are gonna be, it's like, yep, what can I do? Re-uploading it to avoid age restriction, it's probably gonna be a pretty bad thing for this platform. I'm already on their naughty list. Like, I think it's stupid. I think, you know, it's fictional stuff. I've seen, like, videos of... Let's say like this. Basically, any fail video literally has more human suffering than any video on this channel ever. Yeah, that stuff gets monetized. I've seen videos of a guy actually hurting himself for views, and I think those aren't age restricted. But hey, you know, like decals and particle effects and are too much. Yeah, I think it's stupid. Yeah, so as for Marco's question, I am very curious about what Unreal Engine 5 can mean in terms of character responses. And as I mentioned previously in the stream, so Unreal Engine 3 was pretty good for decals. You actually could have simple decals relatively easily, and you know, if your art team is good, they can work just fine, deliver good feedback. But Unreal Engine 4 either has like some of the most amazing stuff I've seen, or some very issues-loaded stuff. So whether that can get improved in UE5 is a good question, and we'll soon find out. I don't have VR, and I have actually interviewed Caleb from the Buttrail team. Look it up, and yeah. I'm very well familiar with that project. But at the moment, I mean, you can only see me, but this room is basically just artistic mess. I technically could free it up for VR, but it would be such a pain in the ass, I don't even want to at this stage. That's what you get for being bullet sponge. Not nice. Not nice. Something about it pointing finger. Just very nice. And I have seen at last a few... Yeah! At last, I'm seeing frame drops. Yeah, we've really pushed it. I have no idea how many characters I killed, but yeah. I'm having some jaggy frame rate. Wait a sec. Wait a sec, gotta look at the aftermath. Probably gonna die. Enable T mode. Apply. Alright. Disable AI, no target. Okay, yeah. So I think with these frame drops, that's gonna be the end for the stream, and of course, let's have a look at the aftermath. You actually do have a camera option, so here it is. Guys, here's the player. So you do have legs, and that's how you look. Basically a four-armed creature. I do like this thing. Alright, let's see. Yeah, the aftermath is quite something, like... justifies all the frame drops we saw, and took it a while to get to the frame dropping part. Just the Woe's nose of bullet holes, blood. I'm seeing some shells. So to conclude this, very impressed with Trepang2. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you next time. By the way, tomorrow is coming a new core impressions video on Evil Dead, so do stay tuned for that. See you guys.